Oh, we are so good at starting streams. Oh, hi.
Just the vacuum cleaner in the background.
Welcome to That's Pretty Crafty. I'm Danny and that's DB, and I even have us right on the screen this time. Joe, go me.
Are we doing an intro? We've only been doing this show for like 2.5 years.
This is episode 90. In
So
10 episodes, it'll be episode 100.
What do we do for that?
I don't know. Do we make cake again? Do you remember when I did that on the live stream?
You made cake. I did not make. That was a terrible live stream.
It was full of bad ideas.
Terrible because I was awake for I think 90% of it.
Yep. I was also awake for most of it.
Yeah.
And baking and decorating an entire cake, which was not a lie.
We were on camera together the whole time.
Yeah.
Because every now and then you'd be like, DB, are you okay? And I'd just be asleep in my chair.
Oh, man. Good times. Good times.
If we ever do that again, we're doing it in person so that we can...
Like, poke each other to stay awake?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Because trying to wake each other up across the internet, not so effective.
No, I think I was in too many live shows for that day too.
Yeah, you were in all the shows.
I was in all the shows, and then we
did the in-betweens.
Yeah,
that was a terrible plan.
Terrible plan.
I mean, it was pretty cool. It worked out well in the end, but
fuck me though.
Not great for our bodies.
No, I think I slept for like 9 hours or some shit after that. More than that. Oh fuck.
Yeah. Hi, baby.
Why are we reminiscing about the past?
Because we are looking towards the future and what we're going to do for episode 100.
Oh yeah.
So we'll take suggestions if anyone's got suggestions.
Oh yeah, give us suggestions.
Oh, and we'll put something up in the Discord too. Episode 100 is coming.
Episode 100 is coming.
In like 2 months. 2.5 months.
We would have already been there if we hadn't had to cancel a few times.
Yeah, that's true. But life. And look, this is not a job, this is fun. And so when life says, hey, you need a break. Well, that too. Some of us are older than others.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Look, I just watched the Nelly performance from the iHeartRadio for Music Awards last night.
Yeah?
Yeah, the 25th anniversary of Country Grammar. Uh-huh. I made that face too. Uh-huh. And you were, what, 10 when it came out? If that.
I was not that, because I am not 35 years old.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Okay, goodbye, everybody. I have to go have an existential crisis in the corner.
Yeah, I'm just going to shrivel up and... Yep. No, it's fine. It's fine!
Much like my ovaries. No, I'm just kidding.
So...
Anyway. How many books have you read, Danny?
10. That's actually... See? I told you. It's not that much for me. In 4 weeks? That's not much. Not when I was reading, like, 7 in 2 weeks.
Let me just see how many I've read. I'm only at, for my goal this year, I think I just passed 11.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm not mad about it. I'm like real happy with how many books I've read this year so far.
Yeah, you and I have very different reading styles, and that's okay.
Also, you're just faster at it than I am because you also read more than one book at a time. I can't do that. My brain goes, what?
Yeah, I've got like 3 on the go right now.
When did I view book details? When did I read this one? When was our last episode? 4 weeks ago.
The 17th. February 17th.
So I finished that one. I finished this one. View. Yeah. That one's getting sequels, and I'm excited.
Ooh.
Finished Turncoat. Actually finished Turncoat more recently. And now I am... Wait, when did I finish this? Hold up. View book. Detail. When When. See my activity. When did I finish this?
That's always the question, isn't it?
It says 1 month ago, so I already finished that one. So I've like read 3.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of my 4th. Actually, 4 and 5 because I started another Dresden Files while I was at work yesterday. Which I'm just flying through those.
Nice.
Because I want to get them done. Hello, Garundu.
Hello. We never see you around here. We're just
There's our boy. We can't hear
right
when
now.
you do the sound alerts.
You can't.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if I have something turned off.
At least I can't. I couldn't hear it.
Well, there's the alerts.
It's easier than usual. What does that mean?
Timing and stuff. Because our time's changed, but theirs hasn't yet.
Correct.
I wonder why. Because the alerts say they're on.
I mean, they might be able to hear it in there, but I can't hear it.
Oh.
But I would have assumed that you could have, but what do I know?
No, I think I've got that muted. I don't know. Stuff is complicated.
Garandu heard nothing. Well,
I will play with that. My poor computer has restarted itself so many times.
I'm not worried about it. Honestly, welcome back to Majestic Goose, where Clancy isn't doing his fucking job.
Yeah.
It was just being
gonna
a turd
fire
anyway,
him.
don't worry.
Useless intern.
We still love you. I you know what I'll do? I will reimburse your points.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
That's
Mod
cool.
mode.
Nice. I don't know that I have even played with that.
Activity feed, I think, is what I need.
Nice. Well, I want to talk about a couple of the books that I've read.
Oh my god, a couple of the books.
I've read some that just pissed me off. And I won't talk about them too much. Although one of them was called Wedding Date with Her Best Friend. And I got mad because I read the whole damn thing. And he wasn't her best friend. He was a coworker that sort of talked to her sometimes. I'm like, there is nothing best friend about this. This is not what was advertised in the title. So
this is some bullshit.
I was unhappy about that. But I also listened to The Hacienda. By, I'm going to butcher the name because I wrote it small. Isabel? It starts with a C, and I'm not wearing my glasses, and I can't see the rest of my small handwriting. I will find it, and I'll drop it in our Discord. But I was really happy with it. So I listened to the audio of it, and it was fantastic because it was from two perspectives. From, what were their names? Beatrice and Andres. And the readers for both of them were fantastic and had beautiful accents. And this is like the third in the last month that I've read that had like a really good smattering of not English that wasn't overly explained. Like they were using phrases and terminology, and from context clues you could figure out what it meant, or because I've got like really low level Spanish, but I also have like French and Latin, so I could extrapolate the meaning, but they weren't like laying it out for you, because I've read books that do that, where they'll like say the word in the other language and then immediately have the other person repeat it in English. Like, come on, man, give us some credit.
Yeah. Because
guess what? If we're not someone who appreciates other languages, we're not going to get that far into a book where someone has another language. People will stop if that's not their thing.
Before you continue, sorry, Garandu, I cannot refund you those points. I don't know what's going on there. But
we visually saw that he honked at us.
We visually saw it, yeah. I learned more German from playing KCD2 like that. What is KCD2?
We're going to have to wait. I'm sure it's something that I've watched him play. Because I've been watching his streams from time to time.
Kingdom? The next word in my head is not an appropriate one. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Electric Boogaloo.
I think I have watched him playing that one.
TPG. Got it. Hello, Danny's mom.
Hello. Look at all of our friends today. But yeah. I really enjoyed the Hacienda, and the audiobook version was really good. I'm pretty sure I got it for...
Audiobooks isn't real reading. I'm kidding. I am not that person. It's nice to meet you, friend. How are you? Are you on our Discord? Do I know this person? Sorry.
I don't know. So apparently they're kind of a big deal. So awesome. Hello, big deal. We are kind of clueless.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that. I wasn't looking at the chat. I apologize.
But yeah, I'm happy with books. And then I've got one that I am... So I've got two that I'm sort of slowly reading. This first one, and it's going to be
that's pretty
backwards in the video, but it's called the Dictionary of Obscure Sorrows by John Koenig, and it is a book of words. And
most books are, Danny.
Okay,
a
fine.
Book of words.
Look, a book of words, but it's a book about made up words that are real now that they're written down. It's about it's let me so like he's come up with I think he's come up with these words. I don't think they were words that existed before, or they might be, but like chrysalism, which I've never heard of before. But it is a noun. It's the amniotic tranquility of being indoors during a thunderstorm.
Oh.
And so it gives, like, the roots, too. So, like, from Latin chrysalis, the pupa of a butterfly, and the pronunciation. And it's just, like, words to describe feelings. Oh, there's scabulous. It's an adjective that means proud of a certain scar on your body, which is like an autographed sign to you by a world grateful for your continued willingness to play with her, even if it hurts.
Aww.
And the etymology is from scab plus fabulous. Scabulous.
So it's like a dictionary of like these different types of words,
but like emotional sort of. So
interesting.
In the foreword of the book, it talks about how the word sorrows now has like a negative connotation of sadness, but originally it meant just like big feelings. So this is just like a book that describes big feelings. But I grabbed it because of a reel that I saw, and it's she does a bunch of D&D related ones, but she had picked it up and was like using some of the words as character last names to like be hints at who they are.
Oh, that's
and sort of inspiration for who they might be.
Danny, we're gonna have to get you a bigger board behind you.
Yeah, I'm running up. I've got a little bit of space in the middle.
Oh no, right where your head is.
Where my head is. Yeah, that's the last place I filled up. So
sorry, my brain is scattered tonight, so
it's okay. But yeah,
I am listening. That sounds really cool, and I would love to look at it if we're ever in person again.
Yeah, and I got it off Amazon. I know Amazon, but and it wasn't that expensive, and yeah, I'm really enjoying it. So if you're someone who likes words, and I'm not very far through it because I am like reading and savoring the words.
It's also a dictionary kind of situation. So like it's not like it's building a story kind of thing. So it's not like you have to like, I gotta know what happens next kind of situation.
It's very much, it's divided into sections, and so I'm like reading a section at a time.
Sure.
And there's the beginning of each section has like a page or two of explanation of what's the theme of the words in that section. So
yeah,
it makes me feel kind of snooty to be talking about a book full of big words, but it's just so cool.
When are you not snooty? Sorry. I can't help myself. I'm such a little shit.
Look, just because I'm always snooty doesn't mean I always feel snooty. Thank you very much.
Fair enough.
Oh, and I got a new cover for my book
journal.
I
like that.
So, hi, Mom. Thank you. This came from Mom.
Oh, cute.
She subscribes to a planner company.
Oh.
Or buys stuff from a planner company called Jane's Agenda. And this month's planner stuff was very book themed. And so I also now have, I'm probably not going to use them this year because I'm already started, but they've got like actual book planner pages, like a TBR
cool.
and reading notes and a place for book reviews, and then it's got like the book logs with the shelves of the books that you can write the titles on.
I'm getting yelled at.
What? It's okay, Mom. I love her anyway. She's my friend. She can call me names. It's okay. It's like when Karen calls me names.
I saw it, Mrs. Danny's mom. Oh.
But also, I got this little zipper pouch.
I love that.
And I guess these are sized for sort of standard Kindles. But I have a bigger one that won't fit in here. So what I'm using this for is all of, that's my puppies, all of my stickers that I put in my reading journal. And then I also have all of my book images from my TBR pile. So all of those stickers are in there.
Does Twilight fit in there?
No. It's
also. Hold on. How big is your Kindle? Where is your Kindle? I need to see.
Well, my Kindle's upstairs, but it's...
How dare you?
It's bigger than a piece of paper. No. My iPad's bigger than a piece of paper. My Kindle's slightly smaller than that. I have the...
Which one do you have?
The Scribe.
Oh, that's why.
And also, it means that I can have the font bigger and still have, like, full-size pages and not have to wear my glasses to read. Yeah, mine is bigger than that.
Oh my.
Well, because, again, I like reading without my glasses, so...
have I told you that? I don't think I've told you this. My sister has yelled at me because of the font size and the font that I use on my Kindle.
What font size do you use? Is it tiny or is it big?
It's tiny.
Oh.
Hold on.
But you wear your glasses all the time, so you're comfortable in them.
Yeah, but my glasses aren't for reading.
Yeah, but you're still young enough that you don't need separate reading glasses. Do you?
I'm hoping I stay that way. No, I don't need
You're not going to stay that way, sweetie.
Hey, Danny, let a girl dream. My font size is at a 5.
Okay.
If my eyes are real tired, I do take it up a little bit because, like, I'm exhausted.
There's nothing wrong with reading in small fonts. I just...
No. But my sister also yelled at me telling me that I, faked my diagnosis of dyslexia. Because I don't use the dyslexic font that's on Kindles. I use just regular font, and I went, listen... Sweet summer child. Well, and also, there's 10 years difference between her and I.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I've just struggled my whole life with reading. Like, the words and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So, like,
You're used
now
to it.
I look at it and I'm like, ew, I don't like that font. Like...
Right, if it's not a font that is pleasing, then it's not going to be a font that you're going to want to read.
She reads it like... 3 times. Like, it's almost like there's a word on each page on her Kindle kind
Okay,
of
I don't read them.
situation.
I don't have it that big. But I have it like
Aesthetics matter.
aesthetics really do matter.
Sometimes, yeah.
And like I said, I've got it big enough that I don't need to wear my glasses to read. Because if I'm going to sit down and read,
Yeah.
I want to.
My
I just
my
want to.
my glasses are on my face day in and day out. Like,
Yeah. And if I put on specific reading glasses, it's easier than with my bifocals. Oh gosh, a whole book in papyrus? That would be rough. I
that's what I'm gonna write my books in,
oh
so that
gosh.
Grundu can't read them.
I mean, I could probably do Comic Sans, but
Oh my god, kill me.
that would still be
The
uncomfortable.
dyslexic font kind of looks like Comic Sans. I gotta make sure I'm not on a bad page to show this off.
Oh, yep.
My hottie toddy books. Theme, no. Layout, no. No, it's probably under fonts. That
Yeah.
makes sense, yeah. So I'm on Bookly. Open dyslexia. Like, let me make this bigger.
Bigger so we can see it.
Yeah. Let's see.
What are you trying to hide from Gerundu? Everything.
Oh, all sorts of things. So I'm pretty sure this is how big my sister reads it.
Okay. Oh, yeah, see, the weighting of that is
Yeah.
uncomfortable to look at.
But it's supposed to help with dyslexia, and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Um, but when you've struggled with dyslexia your whole life and they didn't have things like that,
Yeah.
oh god, this font size. God
It's so
damn.
big. Yeah, mine is not that big, but
Is 3 good enough? Hold on. No, we'll go back up to 5. It's not that it's too small, it just feels like there's too many words sometimes.
So you've learned to do you. You don't have to use the adaptive stuff because you've adapted to other things.
What it do. I also don't make books in that kind of
Paper books, no.
font. Yeah,
And
no.
and you're a paper book girly most of the time.
Not anymore.
Really?
Yeah. So
Coming
so
over
the
to the
book
dark
that
side.
the book I'm currently reading, I have in a physical copy.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is the way it was printed, the spine is very stiff.
Oh.
And I'm not a person who breaks books into
No.
submission.
No. I don't either.
So I was like, oh, let me see if this is on Kindle Unlimited. And authors get paid by the page.
Yep.
And I don't DNF books. So that author's going to get paid. That author's getting paid twice from me.
Yep.
Treat your books like a wild horse. No.
Oh, gosh.
I like the large print books from... Yeah, I mean, yeah. My mom does too. We're trying to get her to also get a Kindle. But she's like, I don't wanna. And I was like, I was the same way, but this is super nice because I can take it anywhere.
That is very nice to be able to have that option.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yep.
I was super... Right? Yeah.
Yeah. So was I. I didn't want one. And then I got one. And I'm like, okay, I kind of like this.
I also didn't want one. And then my little sister had hers. I bought her hers. And then for my birthday, she bought me mine.
Nice.
And I was worried that I wasn't going to use it, that it was just going to be another piece of technology that sits in the house. But I find myself reading on it more than paperback books. Now, if only I could read as fast as Danny. I use my iPad to read my ebooks.
Yeah.
So the problem I have with iPads is like I can't read them outside, and I like to sit in a hammock chair, especially now that the weather's getting nicer, because there's just too much of a glare that goes across it. I don't have that problem with my Kindle.
Yeah. So I can't. I would have to get back on Instagram and just scroll through stuff. But it's something like 2,800 pages, 2,900 pages a month. If you read more than that number of pages on Kindle Unlimited, they're actually going to be paying out more than you paid in your Kindle Unlimited subscription.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like 10 books a month.
Yeah, I'm thinking that while I've still got it, I should just read only Kindle Unlimited, because Lord knows I can get some authors their full value of my Kindle subscription.
Yes. I will probably not move away from Kindle Unlimited, because at least Unlimited, I do not buy my books on Kindle or on Amazon unless I have to.
Yeah.
Because there are some indie authors who only have it through through Amazon.
Yeah, because that is the easiest publishing platform.
Correct. But with Kindle Unlimited, even though I don't read as much, at least they're getting something. And it boycotting Kindle Unlimited actually hurts indie authors more. And I'm over here like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Now, other books, like books that I have bought a few books on here that are like, they were specific to only online, like they were only an e-reader, but I'm going to be buying that author's book anyway because I enjoyed it so much that I want a physical copy.
Yeah.
And then some of them are like Wattpad writings where they were like $4. So
Yeah. Well, and I've done a lot of these Stuff Your Kindle days.
Yep.
Where I get the free ones, and some of them there's a reason they're free. Some of them I just want to say, baby, you need an editor. Give me $20, I'll fix it for you.
Yes.
Hell, don't give me $20, I'll fix it for you, and then you can put it back up and make it better.
Yes. Yes.
Like some of the grammar and spelling things that I see, I'm just like, oh, this should have been caught. And
I haven't run into... So that's the thing, though, is I've run into that in paperbacks, like...
Yeah, and I'm not talking about, like, an occasional typo. I'm talking about some books where the whole thing just... I don't think they had an editor.
Yeah.
And you really do... As someone who writes a lot, you need someone who is not you to read your stuff. Because you know what it's supposed to say in your head. And there have been studies that show that you read what you know is supposed to be there, not the words you actually put there.
Speaking of Danny.
Yes?
I'm currently writing a book.
Are you?
Yes. It's off and on, so I don't get to write every day, especially with going back to the office. That's fair. Grundu. But I am writing this book and I'm sharing it with some people. Would you like to be one of those people?
Yes, please.
Okay. I'll get your email address later. I'm not saving it to a Google Drive because Google has been trying to do
AI bullshit.
Correct.
What are you using?
I use Word.
Okay.
Currently.
I have started using a website called Ellipsis.
What's that?
It is a word processing platform, basically, that lets you have all your stuff saved in a cloud so that you can access it from anywhere. It's very much like Google Docs. You can invite collaborators, but it was created by writers and in all of their documentation. And I read through everything before I signed up because I wanted to read the terms and services. And they are very, very anti-AI and claim that they will never, ever let AI scrape their stuff. Never have AI as an option for editing or creating your stuff. This is for writers who write. If you want to use ChatGPT to write, then go use ChatGPT. Don't use this platform.
Sure.
And I'm using it for a couple of things, and I've got people invited to a couple of documents, and it's really nice. And it has a lot of options. It has a dark mode, so you can write in dark mode.
Bless.
And it's been very nice to be able to pick up my writing from multiple different locations. Like, I don't have to be sitting at this computer to pull it up and work on it.
That's true. I normally sit like at my laptop or this computer to write because that's just like my headspace. But also, my keyboards make satisfying clickety clack noises, and
Yes.
because I type so fast, it's like
It's very nice. Yes.
yes.
Well, I write at this computer. I have my laptop that I'll use. I'll write on my iPad at lunch at work.
Oh,
And
fair,
if I've
yeah.
got inspiration, I can pull it up on my phone. And I can get it out into that document, into that story.
Send me a link. I don't know if I'll
shall.
use it right away, but I'll look into it. But what's been happening is I will write a bunch of stuff and then just send it to one of my friends. I don't think she is caught up to the latest version yet, and I don't go, "Oh, here's the next part that I wrote." No, it is here's the whole story and the next part that I wrote,
Yeah.
just in case.
And that's okay.
Is it free?
It is free.
No subscriptions whatsoever?
Nope. Not now, anyway. If it blows up, they may, but.
Ooh,
And it may
bless.
be something that in the future subscriptions will have more features available.
Oh, because it's in beta.
Yeah.
Gotti.
But I'm really enjoying it. And
Save
it's
that
got
for
a word
later.
count at the top of the page. So you don't have to like press buttons to get to your word count. It just shows it.
I'll have to look into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I haven't written anything in a couple of weeks now, just because
Life.
work like.
Yep.
But and I've been trying to do this thing where I hang out with more friends.
What?
Friends.
People.
I know.
Have you been crafting anything? We haven't even got to that part of our. That's
We
pretty crafty.
haven't gotten to that part yet. I did make some hats. I think I showed this one off before. Probably not.
Cute.
Yeah, this is supposed to fit a child.
A very large-headed child.
I don't think the child is this large-headed.
Did you use my Jane hat pattern?
I did not. But I also am just. I wish I could write more long-form stuff, but I am not disciplined enough. Me as a child.
M child for hat. You could send it to Gerundu. I bet he'd
I
wear it.
could. I bet he would too. You would rock this pink. Pank. I don't care. I'm looking at this going, it looked weird. Like, yeah, it looks weird. I don't know. And then I made another one in a different color and smaller.
Yay! More child-sized.
More child size, but it still fits me. So I don't know if that means I have just a small head or what.
You might need to go down another size.
I can't. This was the smallest size.
Is it meant for worsted weight yarn?
I couldn't figure out what weight it was supposed to be, and like
Did you check
E and
your
I were
gauge?
what gauge?
But no, like now that you've done it, check
Yeah.
your gauge and see
Oh.
if it matches. Because if it doesn't, then it's probably meant to be like fingering weight on smaller needles instead of worsted weight on like 7s or 6s.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's not like it'll fit the child's head. It's not like it's
Okay.
big on my head. It stretches out.
Okay.
But I'm just like, but this one is too big for everybody. I think it fits over my headphones. Like,
I mean, that's an option. That's a look.
it's
Just-
not.
Put it with the Jane hat. It'll be fine.
No, I'm giving this to my friend. What's really funny.
Run a drawstring through the brim and make it a bag. It's not a big hat, It's a big bag.
With a hole in it.
Oh, that's easy enough to fix.
Yeah.
You just run a thread through the center there and yank it tight.
That's so funny.
But it could be a bag, right?
It could literally be a bag.
Those are spiders?
Yeah.
Yeah, and spiders are close enough to the same upside down and right side up.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Jack paid me for 3 hats. Jack is probably getting 5. Because I have this one that's too big, one that's too small, and then one that's just right.
So no, 2 more like the just right one.
Yeah. Look at how much smaller it is.
Okay, yeah, that's the difference.
This is only supposed to be 2 sizes up.
Yeah, it happens.
Oh, God. So, I was like, your kids are going to have hats for days.
Yep. I am also working on child thing. I'm going to show you the back side because this is a test knit. So I can't show you the front that has the patterning on it because it's a test knit. But it's going to be a size 2T baby sweater. It's a little cardigan. I bought buttons at Joann for sale because everything's on sale.
R.I.P. Joann.
Yeah. But I'm not working on it because it is a test knit, so I've got to take notes of anything that I run into. And the designer has sent out new copies of the pattern, so I have to compare where I am to where I was and what changes she made to make sure that I'm all good and I don't have to go back.
We have things that we need to discuss when it comes to knit test stuff.
Yeah. But the other thing that I've been working on. What's this is the blanket for my dentist. Because I pulled the whole thing out and cast on again because it was too wide and I was going to run out of yarn really soon. It's not going to be a really long blanket, but it's going to be longer than it would have otherwise.
Yeah.
But I'm enjoying the look of it.
When did you pull this out?
Last week.
She read 10 books and knitted that much in a week, guys.
Because I can knit without looking, and so I can read while I knit.
That's bullshit.
I multitask.
You are a wizard.
Yes. I will not deny that.
A snobby craft wizard.
Mom, she called me snobby again.
Come at me, bro.
You gotta be careful what you say about my mom. She will come at you.
Come at me, bro.
She will come at you with that disappointed mom look. And you might think it won't work on you.
No, it will. I don't care. You know what's great? I'm dead inside.
Aww.
Corporate America, baby.
Yeah.
I'm frightened by proxy.
Yeah.
It's really hard because Gerundu and your mom's name are basically the same color, so my brain registers them as the same person.
See, on mine, Gerundu's orange and Mama's blue, so they're very different for me.
They're 2 different shades of red.
The joys of things just being random colors depending on what platform you're on.
Welcome to the shit show. Blah, 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 blah.
So, we actually had a topic for today.
We did, because we didn't talk about it last time, because...
We didn't have a last time.
Yeah, because Dragon was trying to be a good friend.
Which is a good thing. We're not going to complain about that. Did I put notes in my book? I might have put notes in my...
I'm going to complain about it, Danny.
Oh. Okay.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about Jurassic Park. The original one. The one from...
With Sam Neill. No. Yes. Yes.
Is that Sam Neill?
And Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum.
I gotta look it the fuck up.
I wish
I love him.
I had my notes. I thought I'd brought them downstairs. I made notes while I was watching the movie. Things like, why the fuck is a mathematician being consulted for the viability of a dinosaur park?
Chaos bullshit.
Yes.
Yes, Sam Neill. I love him.
But I didn't get it, and I I've looked it up. I'm like, oh, he was in the book. Okay, that's why he's in the movie.
Yeah, I haven't read that book. I should probably read it.
I haven't either.
Should that be on our secret, super secret podcast
Yes,
thing?
it should be on our super secret podcast thing. By the
We
way,
both could not say that.
it's not that secret because we're talking about it, but
Well,
it's not released yet. But stay tuned, folks. We'll tell you all about how to get access to our super secret podcast thing. Eventually.
Super secret podcast thing. Super secret podcast thing. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Yeah.
Yeah, there were a bunch of things that I was like, we're making some choices here.
Yes. Yes, we are.
Like, number one, don't try to bring back dinosaurs. They're trying to bring back woolly mammoths. Have you seen that?
Now?
Yes!
Have we not learned from the movies?
Apparently we have not. They started by injecting some of the woolly mammoth genes into mice and making, like, super woolly mice. Yes! Woolly mice!
Guys.
But that's, like, a step on the way to bringing back the woolly mammoth. I'm like, Scientists! You guys are the ones who know about this global warming bullshit. Why are you bringing back fuzzy elephants? They're not going to do well. The regular elephants are dying off. Bring back the ones that get hot? No! That's a bad plan. Also, they're gone for a reason. They weren't adapted.
I'm going to tell you this right now, Danny. If we end up in a fucking Jurassic Park kind of fucking world, I'm dick punching people. I don't care who.
You know, that sounds reasonable.
Just in the street. Doesn't matter if they were involved or not. Just dick punch. Better fucking watch out.
Come on, people. It's a bad plan to start with. I mean, I understand that it's cool to have dinosaurs, but first off,
not that cool.
First off, they can't get complete gene sequences from what they extracted, and they even talk about that in the movie and how they had to use other species to edit them. I mean, okay, look, folks, we've got enough science.
You are not that far away, buddy. I'll grab a plane ticket. I don't care.
Oh, but we've got enough science and enough understanding of DNA and the locations of specific genes. You should leave out the genes that do things that might be a problem. And the whole parthenogenesis thing is a known facet of many reptiles. Like, the females can just lay eggs without males sometimes. This is a thing that we know. So you can't just assume that making only females is going to work. And also, if you're going to bring back dinosaurs, start with just the things that you know are herbivores. Don't bring back the fucking T-Rex and velociraptors right away. Yeah, sure, they eat other dinosaurs, but you know what else they eat? Other things! Other things! And you know what else is another thing? Me! I'm another thing!
Yes, it's the line of your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could that they didn't stop to think if they should.
Yes.
My God.
Yeah. It's a brilliant,
exactly.
Brilliant fucking plan, man. I got so mad about that. I'm like, this is what happens when you let men have all the science money. And they just want to make the coolest big toys. Sorry, that's maybe taking it a little too far. But also, I've worked with men in science, so don't give them all the money. Put other people in there.
I like the fact that today I had to explain to engineers how to do their job. Do you know who doesn't have an
engineering degree? That would be you, but you still know how to do their jobs. Thank you, Jurun, too. It's just You don't let the guys who came up with the idea be in charge of executing the whole plan.
This is why we need more women in STEM.
This is why you just need fucking committees, not the dude and his dumbass kid and their buddy. Like, you... Yes, Big Lizard Go Smash, very cool. But also, bring in someone from outside to say, okay, yes,
well,
we make one Big Lizard Go Smash and see what happens.
No.
With the big herbivore and see how it destroys the entire environment. And we can't provide enough sustenance for it because it can't eat the things that we have. And I guess, well, because at least we only let one accidental creation die instead of building a whole park of things that kill everyone. It's bad. Can we tell?
The money.
You know what the money could be used for? The money could be used for, like, medicine. And science, other science, solving
Danny.
Real problems.
Whoa, Danny, whoa.
I know, whoa. I'm such a fucking communist. No, I'm a pragmatist. Use the money for useful things before you use it for pay your rent before you buy a new TV.
Whoa, hold on. That's crazy talk.
I know, right? Oh, gosh. I forgot how much the whole premise of this movie made me mad. Just, like, the idea of it.
Also, my favorite thing is child on electric fence. Child gets blown off electric fence. That's not how that works.
No.
Also, child would be dead if that's how that works.
Yes. Yeah, that's... Yeah.
I didn't realize that that when I suggested Jurassic Park, it was gonna be so heated for you, Danny.
I didn't either. I thought it was just gonna be a nice little dinosaur movie where people die.
The whole thing comes undone because of just...
Yes.
Yes!
Yes, again, comes back to the money. Pay people adequately, and they're not gonna fuck you over. Cheap out on them, and they're going to turn to nefarious purposes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What? You watch this movie.
It's one of my favorite movies. And I think it's so fucking stupid.
So if the dipshit had just been paid sufficiently, he wouldn't be selling eggs to people.
I feel like he probably was paid sufficiently, but I think somebody offered him more money. That's the thing, is it's human fucking greed. That's another big part of Jurassic Park, the movie, especially that one, is that it's, can we do this thing? Yes, if you throw enough money at it.
Yeah, greed and hubris.
Correct. And then we get like 1,000 more movies, and I'm over here like Richard Hammond. What is happening?
Because they're throwing money at them.
Boy.
Here, we'll give you more money to make more movies about big things that go smash.
And you can have Chris Pratt too. What?
Sometimes it's okay to make a good movie. And then just stop. You don't have to make 37 sequels to a good movie.
Hold on. I like Jurassic Park 3.
Electric
Boogaloo.
Watched any of the others.
So, what we're gonna do...
Oh, no.
Danny. We need to do like a movie marathon. I will not... So, here's the thing. Jurassic Park movies, decent movies. I will not make you, watch all the Leprechaun movies with me.
Again.
Watch all of them.
Oh, no, sorry. I've watched 2, which still feels like...
You watched 1.5, and I don't want to fucking hear it, because you made me watch the weird turkey one.
Oh, like I said, Thanksgiving was way better with a group of friends and a little bit to drink.
I was alone in Georgia going, what the fuck? And just getting angrier and angrier as time went on.
That is a valid reaction.
And then we got on to stream, and I was basically like, what the fuck, Danny? I'm so mad about this.
Yeah. Yes, a What Hath Science Wrought marathon.
Yes.
You know what else we need to do? Is like some classic
Sorry.
well, that too. Some of the classic MST3K movies. Have you watched those?
No.
Manos, the Hands of Fate. Okay, maybe I'll just get Gerundu on for a special episode. Because yeah, those are special. Those were some of my formative years. I watched all of MST3K. I will make it happen. I'm working on getting some sharing options available. We're gonna do some good movies.
I'm sure there's going to be a time when I am either A, not mentally well enough to do some stuff, or B, I'm out of town and Danny still wants to stream. So yeah, do the thing.
Ooh, a bunch on YouTube. Yes.
I will be going, oh, there's my friends doing the thing.
Doing the thing. You can show up in chat.
Maybe.
Yes.
But no, I do think now we'll have to do like a movie night sometime when I'm down there.
Yes.
And just watch all of the Jurassic Worlds or Jurassic Parks.
Okay.
Don't sound so happy about it, Denny.
That's okay. That's okay. Puma man. Oh. But hey, that just means that if we do a movie marathon of things like that, then I get to choose the next marathon.
Correct.
Which might be like a signed, sealed, delivered marathon.
A what?
A signed, sealed, delivered. It's a movie series on Hallmark.
The fuck is that?
They work in the post office in the Department of Lost Letters. And they solve mysteries about the lost letters.
Whatever you want, dear.
Oh, look, if I have to rage at the scientists, I need something fluffy to calm my blood pressure.
Okay. I have no I will just be like, listen, my
Right? They are such
so
like the stakes are so low.
I walked in to my friend's place and we were gonna watch the Saw movies. I am 8 movies deep into that franchise.
Oh, I'm not watching any of those. I listened to an episode of Ruined about one of them, and no, thank you.
I have watched 8 of them. We're finishing them tonight.
Wow.
DB on the other end of the scale. Yeah. Yes. I promise this is getting to cozy.
Okay.
They were watching Bridgerton beforehand. And I sat down and I was like, I've never seen this. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, are you guys going to make me watch Bridgerton? Like, is that the train wreck I'm going to be watching soon?
Bridgerton's not that much of a train wreck. And it's less
Danny,
cozy and more repressed.
We went from Bridgerton to Saw.
Okay, well, I suppose relatively speaking, yes.
Yes. Lifeline, Bridgerton, Saw.
Okay, yeah, that is
what's even better is we did also one night go from Sonic to Saw.
Okay.
And then last night when I went over there to hang out with them, we watched the second Sonic movie and we went, I wonder who would be Jigsaw if they were also from Sonic. And so we were like, Sonic, I want to play a game.
Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness.
We decided that Knuckles would win because Knuckles takes everything literally.
Okay. Again, I have no reference because I haven't seen Sonic Or Saw.
You should watch the Sonic movies. They are very fun and very good.
I will add them to the.
Um,
I will add them to the list right now because I actually have a list. I've been using a website called Letterboxd. This is just me shilling for all the websites tonight. But
hey, we're gonna have to bleep them from YouTube so that they can pay us first.
But yeah, no, Letterboxd lets me add movies that I've watched and movies that I want to watch. So like I've got 43 movies on my watch list.
Dear God. And now Sonic.
Let me there we go. Sonic.
The Hedgehog.
Wait.
What?
From 2020?
That would be when the first one came out, yes.
Okay.
The latest one that came out was Sonic 3.
Okay.
And it has Shadow in it, voiced by Keanu Reeves.
Ooh.
Yes.
There's a whole bunch of stuff on my list that, like, I meant to watch Troy back when it came out because that was when I was taking my classics degree and I never got around to it.
I don't think you're gonna like that movie, honey.
Oh, probably not. And like Dead Poets Society, I've never watched that.
Never seen that either.
My Cousin Vinny.
Literally watched, my parents were watching that last night.
What else is on my list? Hidden Figures. I really want to watch that.
Oh, is that
That's
the
the
NASA one?
Yeah, the NASA lady scientists.
Ah.
And then there's some crappy stuff that I know is not going to be all that great. Like The Idea of You. Ooh, I want to watch Baby Driver because I heard that they do really cool stuff with the music.
Oh.
So I want to watch that so I can listen to it. I feel like that's one that if I ever hang out with Ren in person, we should watch that together.
Yes.
Given like all of the audio stuff that Faye does. So
I'm really hoping I get to meet Ren this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody else gets to meet Ren. When is it my turn?
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see if I get laid off.
Is that an option? Are we afraid of this now? Oh man.
Oh,
right. Sorry.
Yeah.
My brain just clicked in and like followed up on other conversations we've had. Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't. No. I just wasn't sure who I've told. I don't think it's gonna be my department because if it's hard to watch, I do not want to watch it. Grundu, my brain will not be able to handle it.
I might add it to the list. Ah, crap. I keep forgetting to bring home my cup. I got a cup that is the exact same cup that everyone else in the office got.
Okay.
But it's not a Yeti. Arctic?
Oh, okay.
It's that kind that's got like the paint coating that you can like laser engrave, and it's got the company logo engraved. But everyone in the office got one. But I got someone who's got a laser engraver, and I want him to put my name on it so that I know that this is my cup that looks almost the same as everyone else's.
You know what I just realized?
What?
I've completely lost my roll for weird cup.
Aww,
I don't know where it went.
that's very sad.
That is very sad.
It's got to be somewhere.
Unless somebody threw it away.
Why would someone throw away a perfectly good cup?
Because we have too many cups.
But
if I have to go back to the office, lots of things are gonna happen. There's gonna be a lot more weird shit at my desk.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look like I'm going to a funeral every day. Like it's a whole thing. I have that Scream bag up there, but I also have my my Child's Play one, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun to work with you. Like, literally, I think it'd be fun.
I have a sign that says, please ask somebody else. I have an emotional support. Don't tempt me, Daddy. I will send you one. I have an emotional support dumpster fire.
Oh, those cups are amazing. I love mine.
Yeah, I absolutely. So usually, so our company did that for a while too. They were actually Yetis though. I don't really give a shit about the brand names. Fuck that noise.
No.
But I have some like knockoff ones. One of mine has stickers specifically from E. I think every sticker on there is one that E has given me.
Aw.
And then I have one that's covered in skulls.
Yep.
As I am wont to do. And my boss was looking at my cell phone cover yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And the pop socket says, "What's your favorite scary movie?"
Nice.
So he's like, "Oh," I'm like, "Yeah." Hopefully that doesn't get me fired. I doubt it.
My pop socket is just a D20.
Makes sense. I should probably get a phone case that isn't so like spoopy. But also, I don't give a fuck. This is the cup I've been taking to work. Another glorious morning makes me sick.
I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, but just doing our thing. Was ist das? A bunch of people are online. That's what that means. Okay. So we found out how Danny feels about Jurassic Park. Rage Against the fucking Machine.
Like I said, I didn't think it was going to bring up that sort of emotion in me, but boy, it did.
Wait until the franchise gets into human cloning.
What? Good grief. Have they learned nothing from Jurassic Park? Oh, Lord, they haven't learned anything.
Of course not.
Again, this is why the people with the money shouldn't be the ones making all the decisions. Because generally they didn't get their money by being smart or scrupulous or moral.
What? What do you mean?
Eat the rich. Sorry. I don't know. I am just...
We are feisty tonight.
Jurassic Park made me mad. Bad science. Bad science. We want good science. We want to encourage good science. Good science is good.
I always forget that Samuel L. Jackson is in Jurassic Park. Only in the first one, though.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I said Richard. I meant John. John Hammond. The actor's name is Richard.
You know what we do need? We need a plan for next time.
Oh my god, that's right. What do you want to do?
I don't know.
What are you feeling, Mr. Krabs?
Not another Jurassic Park yet?
What?
Let's pull up the list.
A list.
The list. Just in case we already put something down. I don't know. We might have.
That's a mood, Grundu. Grundu, I've missed you, my dude.
You gotta hang out with us more. We need to get you on one of these.
Mm-hmm. We just need to do more things together.
David Attenborough certainly would not have approved of Jurassic Park.
I mean,
What is 2 weeks from now? The math is hard.
2 weeks from now. Give me just a second. It is the first.
What's first? Oh, God. Oh, dear. Are we going to do some sort of terrible April Fool's plan?
Absolutely not.
Is there an April Fool's type movie that we can watch?
I don't know. April Fool's the movie. It's a 1969 movie and there's a 2007 movie. I don't think I care. A young hottie seduces Melvin, the class nerd, only to set him up for a cruel April Fool's joke that
That
is a
sounds terrible.
2.9. The other one's a rom-com. No, thank you.
I've tried watching some rom-coms lately. They're really hard to watch. It does sound absolutely shite.
I don't really like April Fools that much.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. We're getting into springtime. We could do spring shit.
Okay.
We didn't do anything for St. Patrick's Day this year.
We did not.
We were like, fuck them holidays.
Look, I didn't have it in me this year to watch Leprechaun.
What?
My brain has been not happy. And
that's fair.
I didn't want to make it.
I also did not want to watch Leprechaun this year. April O'Neil from Ninja Turtles. Yeah, we do love Ninja Turtles.
I've never watched anything other than the occasional snippet of the cartoons. I've played with the action figures because my cousins had them. I don't know that I even... Michelangelo, Leonardo, Donatello, and another one.
They're all Renaissance painters.
There are a shit ton of Renaissance painters, DB. Raphael, okay. There are a lot of Renaissance painters. Do we want to do Ninja Turtles of some form?
No.
Okay, I'm just throwing it out there.
I forgot that they remade a live-action Ninja Turtles. If anything, we have to watch the original live-action Ninja Turtles, which came out in the night.
Oh yeah, I mean
1990.
We start with the originals, man. Why is my phone blowing up today? I apologize for all the beeping.
You know why. You know what you did.
I don't.
There's 3 of the live-action movies from the 90s. I didn't know that.
I think I actually have an Ninja Turtle soundtrack. Like a CD from the original 90s movies. I got some weird music. They get progressively worse. Okay. Oh,
I'm sure they do.
I mean, we all...
2 has Vanilla Ice in it. What?
Well, there we go. That's one we have to watch.
I'm willing to watch the 1990. So here's the thing. I think that we should watch like that and Super Mario's Brothers movie. That was shit. Like,
we should do a whole bunch of like cartoon and video game movies.
oh,
Like
Lord.
toy related movies. So we could watch the Ninja Turtles. We could watch the Lego movie.
I do like the Lego,
The Lego movie was good.
Yeah.
We could...
There's a movie called Pixel that is all about like 80s, 90s video games.
Okay.
It's an Adam Sandler movie, so it's absolute shit, but
okay.
I enjoy it because it's kind of cute and kind of funny, but also I'm all...
The Super Mario one.
Yeah. From the 80s, I think.
See, I'm just remembering the Saturday morning cartoon interruptions of the Mario and Luigi.
Mario Brothers, I think is what it's just called. Oh, it's actually called... It's from 1993, so I was 2 at the time. It has Bob Hoskins in it. John, I cannot say your last name, sir, but I recognize you. Dennis Hopper as King Koopa.
Oh goodness.
But Bob hated this movie so much. He was so mad about it. But yeah. Oh, we could also do Sonic because that's based off a game.
Yep.
How dare you? Hold on. I gotta put the hammer down. And now I will go report you.
Look at you banning people. Woohoo! Wait, the people who did Max Headroom? Oh goodness. I remember
don't know who
him.
that is.
What? Fuck! We had Max Headroom magnets on our kitchen, on our fridge. There was a Max Headroom and McDonald's crossover. Huh.
I think you would like Pixel because of some of those things, because I think Max Headroom actually shows up in that movie as well.
Goodness. Okay. What about Jumanji?
I do like Jumanji.
Should we do like a summer of video games?
Oh my god, that would be great. You both have homework from me now. What?
So much homework.
What do I have homework about? Garundu? Tell me more, tell me more.
Alright, so for next week, I can't do a poll. I don't have the ability. Fuck.
I think I can.
Can you do a poll?
Give me just a second. I'm reporting this person. Trying to sell viewers.
Trouble. Yes, DB needs to watch Max Headroom. Okay.
Let me look. What can I do? Ooh.
Scrolling back through chat, trying to figure out what I need to do.
Let's see.
I need to find us some MST3K and set up a viewing party.
Oh, maybe I can't. I can do a prediction, but that doesn't help us.
Nope.
Ooh. I thought mods could do polls.
I can run an ad, but that's all I can do.
I'm in the like mod section of Twitch. Okay. Because it's real easy to do stuff like that.
Well, the question is going to be, do we do for next week? Or maybe you could just decide. Do we do Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or do we do Jumanji?
Ooh, Jumanji, because we can get that on Disney Plus.
Okay. And we'll plan for Turtles
later.
Maybe the episode after.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Because it'll still be April, so we can do something with April.
Boo. I was about to ask if we did Princess Bride. We did.
Yes.
We did.
Ooh, here's the question. Which Jumanji?
The fucking original? What the shit are you talking about?
I've enjoyed the 2 remakes, or the
I've only watched one of them, but I did enjoy Jack Black pretending to be a girl.
It was so cute. Like, it was just good. Like, it paid homage. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't know why that word just wouldn't come out. But it was respective of the first movie. Like, didn't erase the existence of it.
Yeah.
But also did its own thing. And I liked the video game aspect of it and, like, how the game evolved to
Just so everybody is aware, Twitch has already taken care of that channel.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm officially putting it on the calendar. Next episode is going to be Jumanji, Robin Williams version.
Jumanji's not Disney.
We'll still find it somewhere.
Yeah.
Plus, honestly,
I don't know why.
I've watched it so many times that I can probably talk about it without having to rewatch. But
forever, so
yeah, I'll rewatch.
I'm gonna have to rewatch it.
It'll be fine. I don't mind rewatching good stuff.
No, but also it's Robin Williams. I love him so much. And like,
we need to do a Mrs. Doubtfire at some point.
Oh yeah. I found out that Robin Williams loved like The Legend of Zelda so much. That's why his daughter's name is Zelda.
Aww.
And then like Breath of the Wild came out, and I saw an old commercial of Robin Williams talking about Zelda, and I was like, "Hey, to play Breath of the Wild." Aww. It made me so sad.
Aww.
Oh.
Wait. Sad. Which Nickelodeon cartoon? Was there a Jumanji cartoon? Oh, man. There are so many things that... Huh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. The animation looks awful.
Well, Nickelodeon wasn't always the highest budget.
True dat.
Also, we're getting spoiled with a lot of modern animation.
That's not true. Some modern animation turned out fugly as hell.
Well, that's true.
Oh my god, Tim Curry was in it. Big surprise! Tim Curry was in it!
Not surprised at all! Yep. Yep.
Oh, that's so funny because I didn't see
Legs.
Garundu's.
Yep.
Yeah. Surprise, surprise!
We still have a lot of stuff on our list of things to talk about, so that's good. We have many options.
3 more years, baby!
At least 1 more year worth of stuff. Actually, no, it's probably 2 years worth of stuff.
Yeah.
And then new things will come out. And
wait, how long have we been doing this?
90 episodes. I think we've been doing about 3 years.
Yeah.
I think we're averaging about 30 episodes a year.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Because we do it every other week. We must have been doing it 4 years, because every other week would be 26 episodes a year.
Are we at... No.
Wait. We started in 2020!
No, we didn't.
Yeah, 10/13/2020. With Tim Burton. That was our first topic. This is 5 years, DB! So yeah, we're averaging like 20 episodes a year.
That's because we take breaks in the summertime.
And over the winter holidays.
Over big holidays, yep. Danny. What the fuck have we been doing?
We've been shooting the shit.
Oh my god.
We've been talking about cool stuff and making things.
You know what's even crazier, though, is we've now decided to do yet another project together.
Because we like each other.
I just think we need one that's, like, not another DB Danny project.
Fuck it, the world needs more of us. We are delightful.
One of us is delightful, the other one's a fucking gremlin.
Look, I am a gremlin, and that's fine.
No, you're the delightful one.
Oh, man.
I'm 3 eldritch horrors in a trench coat.
Oh.
Which ones you'll never know. Oh my god. I'm not feeding either of you after midnight.
I mean, that's probably a good plan.
And when you get us wet, we multiply.
When you get us wet, our podcasts multiply.
Listen, one of them's already dead. It's fine.
Oh, gosh.
We should probably do Gremlins one time. We haven't done that yet. DB, what? What? What did I say? know how much of a delay there is, so I gotta know, Grunt.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, we should put... I will...
I need more context clues on why I'm getting yelled at.
Let me get to the list.
I could clip that. What? That I multiply? What's happening? Or that I... You're both delightful and I love visiting. Oh, your mom is so sweet.
My mom is delightful. We gotta get her on a podcast.
We've gotten her on a podcast. She's been on this several times.
Yes.
What, Grundu? Tell me what I said. Was it the death of a podcast? Death of a podcast. There was some
that must have been
in
it.
there.
Oh.
No, it was the getting wet and multiply. Oh no! I heard it that time. You
Oh gosh.
Listen, I spent like 4 years on a podcast with you, motherfucker.
Some of it's bound to be picked up upon.
You and Adam.
And Jeremy, don't forget that.
Oh yeah, one-liner Jeremy.
I'm playing Eclipse tomorrow. It's going to be fantastic.
Oh, amazing.
And I see your wheel in the background. No, the audience can't see it because it's clipped. But I see where it says Daddy. Like, oh.
Denny neatly avoiding saying.
Yep. I almost said that, and I'm like, nope, we're going to circle around that one. Oh, yep.
Well, welcome to That's Pretty Crafty. Sometimes we're horny on May.
And then sometimes we yell about bad science. And some days we do both.
And then some days I just yell at Danny.
I mean, that happens too. Oh, yep.
God. I don't know if we're... Oh, man, yeah. I have to read that book this week.
I bought better highlighter tape. I got it at Joanne.
Oh.
I did a lot of impulse buying at Joanne.
Oh my god, same!
But this is pattern highlighter tape. I'm like, it'll work for books. Because I tried highlighting. I thought it was a bag of lettuce. What are you mossing up?
Remember that horror creature that you are helping me design a hood for?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put some moss on. Not on, like, the things, but on, like, other things kind of thing. Real fun. This was the only package of green that they had.
Okay.
But I have some other things, too. I've made a bunch of stuff as well for this creature.
Nice.
And I looked this way because I did, like, breeding? No. Braiding?
Geronda's over there dying. It's fine.
Like 3 a.m. or some shit over there, and Geronda's like, dear God.
DB, just stop talking.
What fun.
Aw. We make Mom laugh. That's a good thing.
Oh, it's only 12:30. He's fine. Let's go all night, Danny.
No, because I have to work tomorrow.
Yeah, me too. I actually have to go to the office tomorrow too. I was going to gently drift off to sleep listening to mild discussion on dinos.
Oh, no, sorry. No mild discussion of dinos here. Just angry ranting about science.
And innuendos.
Yes.
I'm a good kid. I don't know what you're talking about.
Kid. Just because we read into what you say.
What? Instead, I'm out here weeping with all manners of emotions at once.
Ah, yes.
Well, you know. We're here to make you cry, Garandu.
We watch movies that anger us and books that do other things.
Wink.
There are probably some words in my new book. I love some of these words. They're so good.
I don't think there are any new words in Danny's book.
No, in the Dictionary of Obscure Sorrows book. The book with all the words.
I was...
New to us words.
No, I was being a dick.
Oh, okay.
As I am wont to do.
Want.
Terrible person. Hooray.
Well, I'm excited about watching Jumanji again.
I'm excited about watching Jumanji, too. I haven't seen it in, 100 years.
You're not old enough for that.
Yes, I am, Danny. You don't know how old I am.
That movie's not old enough for that. How's that?
Well... Would you like to feel old? Let's see how old that movie is.
No!
Okay.
I already felt old once today.
Well, you're about to feel old again, baby. So, guesses?
95.
Goddamn correct. And how old was I?
4.
Correct.
It's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine.
Is it?
Yes. Totally fine. I'm totally cool with it.
I'm sure you are.
Just gonna go eat my pie. I made 2 pies for Pie Day.
Ooh, pie.
I made a peach pie and a lemon meringue pie.
Ooh.
Because really, what's the point of Pie Day if you don't have pie?
I didn't get pie.
That's so sad.
I got to hear about layoffs and return to office.
Oh.
But also extra money.
Yay? It's the extra money because now you're going to have to pay for gas again?
No, the extra money is because they told us we weren't getting a bonus, and then they went, JK.
Oh, okay.
And I went,
fuck you.
Yes. And then they only told our middle management that that's what they were going to talk to us about on Friday, and surprise, surprise, surprise. 3 out of the 4 things that I heard about what they were going to talk about was true.
Okay. And one was a lie? Or just didn't happen?
One didn't happen.
Okay.
Because there were rumors circulating, as everything happens when you work in corporate.
Yes.
Yeah, as is wont to do. But it be what it do, baby.
Yeah.
What do I know? I am just innocent girl from Moscow.
Indeed.
So we're gonna talk about Jumanji next time.
Yes.
We're gonna keep working on crafts that we're already working on, even though DB has nothing right now.
I need to find some more of our... Maybe I'll work on the head. The head feels like an appropriate project for Jumanji.
I finished that on stream.
Yeah,
I was very proud of myself.
That was amazing. I did not. I did the first half, like the front half of the head.
Yeah.
And I really need to finish it so that I can put like a Mod Podge clear coat on so that I can put wigs on it again. Because I do use it to store wigs.
You're supposed to put an axe in its head, Danny.
I know, but I don't have an axe.
Get an axe.
Where am I going to get an axe at such short notice?
Joanne's craft store.
Look, they don't have shit anymore. Every time I've gone to look, they've got, like, the tape and, like, no yarn left.
Oh, come up here, baby.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my mom's story. They met a man in the elevator at the university and got to chatting, and he mentioned that his wife had been at the U of W about 30 years ago.
Yeah.
And Dad said, oh, that's the time my wife went there too, until she did the math. No, because she was not 40 when she went there. Honestly, that's... Fuck me! I started there 27 fucking years ago. Who was the wife? Maybe I know her. Fuck. Sorry. I'm just having a moment of old. Jeez.
It's okay.
Sorry, that was a lot of swearing all at once. We do have the language warning on our streams. It's a permanent feature. I don't ever bother turning it off.
Yeah, because I'm here. Also, we have to be worried about when Greg pretends to be me.
That's true.
Because he says shit worse than I do.
Yeah, It's
been 15.
How does time... Why does time?
15 in August will be.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started in 97.
I was 8.
I hate you.
No, you don't. No, you don't. I started college in 2010. And then I was in it for 6 years, which is why I'm not at like, hey, it's been 10 years or 20 years since I got out or whatever, you know?
I mean, to be fair, I took 6 years as well, but I did other stuff too.
Yeah, you got a master's degree.
I did not get a master's.
You got other degrees.
I did. I got 2 degrees.
I got one. Singular undergrad.
I could have been just stopped after 5 years. So the way it works in Canada, because I know it's different in the States, but to have an honors degree, it is a separate program. You can get your standard bachelor's degree as either a 3-year or a 4-year degree, depending on the program.
Sure.
But an honors degree is a separate thing. Like you get I got my Bachelor of Science with honors, and it was an entirely separate program. Like there were a bunch of honors courses that you would have to take. It wasn't like based on your GPA or anything.
Oh, okay.
And to do the honors, you had to do a certain number of honors level courses, and you had to do a thesis. And everyone that I'd talked to in my first couple of years said, space your stuff out so that you do it in 5 years if you can. Don't do the 4-year degree in 4 years. Do it in 5 years. And that 5th year, take your thesis and like 1 or 2 other elective type courses so that you've got the time to spend doing your experiments and writing the damn thing, because it was like a big fat science book.
You got a science degree as well. So
so I've got my Bachelor of Science with honors in biology. But because I knew I was going to take 5 years to do it, I had taken a bunch of fun electives throughout the years to space things out, because every science course I took was a class plus a lab. And the lab had just as many credit hours worth of time as the classwork. So taking 3 science classes was the equivalent of taking 6 regular classes.
Yeah.
And so I would take like 3 science classes plus a couple of arts electives. And by the time I finished my 5th year, I added up the numbers, and I'd taken so many classics courses that I only needed 3 more courses to have the classics degree. Like I had all the requirements.
Yeah.
And so I said, well, you know what? I'm going to spend an extra year and take 3 more classes and get myself a 2nd degree.
Honestly, I kind of wish that I had double minored.
Mm-hmm.
Because I majored in English and then minored in creative writing. But I had kind of enough. I needed like one more to get a folklore minor.
Oh, that would have been
And
cool.
yeah, I kind of wish I had done that.
Yeah.
Missouri State, where you can take a fucking folklore minor. You couldn't get a major in it because they didn't offer that, but you could take a minor in it.
Okay.
And I took classes like folklore and the undead.
Of course you did.
Yep. Folklore in the Ozarks because that's the area we were in. Like
Right.
all sorts of things like that. We very interesting kind of study. But yeah, my the teacher that did a lot of the folklore stuff there, I think she did all of the folklore stuff.
Mm-hmm.
She actually got her doctorate in Canada.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't remember where though. I'd have to ask.
Yeah, I took those courses because the prof that I took my first classics course with was fantastic, Jane Cahill, and she's written a couple of books about like mythology and women in Greece, and she just was a very interesting person and made it all come to life. And so I just kept taking her courses because they were cool.
I did the same thing. My creative writing teacher was like, "I wish you had taken other creative writing professors because I think that you should have been exposed to more." And I went, "No."
Nah, I'm good.
He tried to get me to go for my master's, and I went, "At this point, I just want out, please."
I feel like I am done.
He liked my writing though too, and I was like, "Oh, thank you."
That's always a nice feeling.
Yeah. Loved that class. Loved that guy. He was awesome. Friends with him on the Facebook.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm afraid that I'm halfway done the yarn.
Uh-oh.
It's just gonna have to be a this way blanket.
Oh, okay.
It'll be fine. Everything will be fine.
Well, Danny, is there anything else we need to talk about?
I don't think so. I think we've babbled a lot today. We've ranted.
We have ranted.
Yeah, I think we're set. And we actually like talked about our topic quite a bit.
We did.
I yelled about it a lot more than I thought I would.
You yelled about it more than I yelled about things today.
Which is impressive. That's not the usual look we've got.
No, it's usually I'm the yeller. I'm the problem. It's me. Hi.
Today it was me. We should do an episode on like Taylor Swift.
You've suggested that to me several times.
I have.
Not this year, baby.
Okay.
No, I don't care. We could do one on T Swift, I guess.
I was watching a really interesting YouTube episode on Taylor Swift and Kendrick Lamar.
Do they have beef?
No, but they have a lot in common in terms of how they treat their fans and how they write their music. And like they both have a reputation for putting like Easter eggs in their music and their lyrics and their videos.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I sure you'd be doing most of the talking because I know very little about her, but
that's okay.
Yeah.
We could do it.
I just my big thing is I hate the way that people react to her being at football games.
Yeah.
That's my thing. I'm just like, but if she wasn't there, you'd be pissy that she's not supporting her man.
Exactly. And the thing is, they keep showing her on the screen because it makes them more money. So.
Correct.
It all comes back to the money.
It does, Danny. It always comes.
Circle.
It always comes back to the money.
And on that note, I think
it's time to go to bed.
Yes, it's time to stop screaming at clouds. Thank you all for watching. We will be back.
Probably
Oh, yeah. Big Lizard, go smash. We will be back April 1st, theoretically, to talk about Jumanji, the original movie with Robin Williams. So if you have a chance, go watch it again, because I think everyone should have watched it by now.
Not a superior movie, but I do feel like I enjoy it a little bit more. Not that the other two are bad. I haven't watched the second one in the remakes. And I thoroughly enjoyed the first one, but I also really like Jack Black and Karen Gillan. And
yeah.
So funny.
Maybe if our brains have time, we might watch the other two as well to talk about all three of them.
Good night, Garundu. Go to bed.
All right, yes.
Bug you later.
Good night, friends. Thank you for hanging out through all of our ranting and stuff today. I appreciate that. And we'll see you in a couple weeks. Bye.
Bye.